So this is where I camped last night, in that field. This was the view. All packed up right now. The only thing is when I set up my tent, there were a bunch of these like really pointy sticks coming out of the ground. So I was really worried about the bottom of my tent and my sleeping pad. But I think everything ended up working out well. I don't think anything got damaged. So I did most of the really big climb last night, but I'm still gonna hike uphill a little bit. This should be a little more tame, not as steep as what I climbed last night, so that's good. And then hopefully get some good views today. It's another like super clear sky, super sunny and no clouds. So I think I got down to like mid-30s last night, which is a little chilly. And also when I woke up, my sleeping bag was very wet from condensation. But once I like opened the door to my tent and the sun started coming in, it dried up super quick. So I opened my eyes at 7, started packing things up, had some oatmeal, slowly got dressed and everything organized. And I hit the trail I think at like 8, maybe a little after 8. I did try something new with my oatmeal this morning. I tried to make it in a freezer bag so I didn't have to clean up my pot when I was done, and it worked better. It's definitely a lot cleaner, but I put way too much water in my oatmeal, so it took me a while to, I don't want to say eat it, but like drink it. So I'll do better next time. So that really nice shelter on the top of the hill, that was the Chestnut Knob shelter. That's where I was originally planning on going, but I think my decision to camp where I was worked out perfectly. But that was pretty cool up at the top. The privy had a view, which is always a bonus. The view was of a sinkhole. I don't know like the specific geological happenings of that, but it is pretty cool. And I've been walking on a ridge for a little bit, and like, well, you can't see it now, but to my left, I just keep getting views of that same sinkhole. So this ridge has a lot of little annoying up and downs. It looked kind of flat on the Far Out app, but once you're actually hiking it, it's a lot tougher than I thought it would be. Stop for a second on the side of the trail after hiking almost 8 miles. It's pretty crazy that I can go from waking up in my tent this morning with frost on all the grass around me to now I'm like, oh, it's a hot day. But I guess that's just spring in Virginia. And then also speaking of spring, someone just walked by and said some of the miles ahead of me are going to be really beautiful with wildflowers and just a lot of signs of spring. So looking forward to that. Still up on this ridge. I just changed into shorts, so maybe they'll cool me down a little bit. These are my favorite hiking pants, the ones from Belief that you can get pretty cheap on Amazon, but they do get hot pretty quickly. So I just wear my shorts underneath, so when I do warm up I can just change real quick. So yeah, not quite ready for a lunch break, I guess, even though it's 12:30. Maybe I'll hike a little bit more and then find another spot to stop and have a longer break. Alright, I stopped for my longer break at this water source. It's a very good water source, so I collected some water. I still have to filter it and add electrolytes, but right now I'm having a cinnamon roll. Today's been a very nice day. Definitely warm, but now I'm in the shade, and it kind of in the shade. It feels nice. So a few thru-hikers, the 2 guys that I camped with last night, and then I also saw 2 thru-hikers going south. So I think they're being supported and driven around and doing different sections like that. But yeah, that's about it. 11 and a half miles so far. It's 2:30, and I gotta start also thinking about my next resupply, because I really only carry 2 to 2.5 days of food at a time, and this is my second day with my food, so I'll need more food by tomorrow, so I gotta figure that out. So like I said earlier, I was figuring out like what my next resupply would be. I passed a couple hikers that I have met before that were going southbound, and I was talking to them about Bland, Virginia, and they had given me a number for a shuttle because I asked them if they knew, and they had some written down. So I had this number on my phone. I just called it. I know there's one motel in Bland, so I just called. I was like, hey, like I know it's late, but at 7:30 I'm gonna get to the road. Is there any possibility you can shuttle me into Bland? And he goes, yeah, if I like you, you can stay at my house if you want, and my wife is coming, and we have dogs and cats, and we'll cook you dinner, and you can do all the things. And so I was like, okay. So I was just looking at the comments on Far Out, and apparently they're big trail angels in this town, so that, I think is going to be a really cool experience tonight. Hey, I thought I heard something out there. I have 0.4 miles left of the day. Just let, I think his name is Chuck now, and he's already at the parking lot, so I'm gonna start picking up my pace. I think he made some steak for dinner, and I think I'm gonna have a nice relaxing night. So if I don't film anything, it's because I'm at a Trail Angel's house, and hope you enjoyed. Today was honestly kind of uneventful. Not sure how I'm gonna make this video interesting or how I'm gonna title it, but you know, some days can't be exciting. There are super fun days on the AT, but some are just kind of mundane, and you hike 23 miles without much excitement. But I did listen to a lot of podcasts today, a lot of backpacker radio podcasts. There's ones with I listened to a podcast from a doctor, Dr. Mike. I listened to the Bobby Bones Show. It's such a weird combination of podcasts, but they all keep me pretty interested. So yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know if that's like a little sunset type of deal going on, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, I think they do this a lot. Oh, that's awesome.